Hey everyone, no respawns here. So this is a guide video on how to deal with Margit the Fell Omen, which is one of the first, or I think the first, kind of mandatory boss that you have to do to progress into the main story. And it's also one of the ones that will definitely cause you to go exploring a little bit, because you can kind of meet him fairly early on, and he has like a deceptively large amount of health. In the description I have my character build. So he does quite a lot of attacks, which are, there are a couple of variations on each one, but they're quite telegraphed. And once you learn when to punish him, so this is the first one, he'll jump up in the air, and then you can punish him with a light and a heavy, and then dodge. So one thing he'll do, if you're behind him for too long, he will do that tail swipe. Generally you'll be able to tell it quite easily, and depending on the speed of your weapon, you'll be able to get a few hits in. I'm using quite a heavy, slow one, as you can see. I tend to do a heavy and then follow it with a light, and then you see he looks a little bit to the side, and then I can just roll backward. That's the best attack. Now, this attack right here, when he throws his knives, he can do a couple of variations. That one right there, I generally just dodge, because he's a little bit too close, and he'll follow up with that knife, the kind of like actually slashing knife, and it is significantly the most dangerous weapon he has, because he can just sort of chain it together. Now, you see that uppercut there? This is why I have my shield up initially, because it's deceptively fast and will often just whack you down. It doesn't do massive amount of damage, but it will take my health down by about a third. So just kind of be wary of that one. But then you punish him at the end of his attack rotation. This is another one you can punish him quite well. Roll in, split second, roll, punish. Tail swipe. I do get hit by the tail swipe. Forgive me for my hubris. In the first stage, I do get hit due to kind of dumb mistakes. Second stage, I get absolutely brutalized just at the start, which is very helpful because you get to know what can happen and what to avoid. So I'm not too bothered. Plus, it's funny. So again, upper, then goes the slash, then the punish. Right, while we're here, wait off that knife. That knife will kill you. So you can actually parry this guy. And this is a point of contention, I guess, is that I hate parrying. I'm okay at it, and it's also one of those things, you know, you kind of have to learn how to parry him. I prefer to dodge and actually avoid his attacks as opposed to kind of just time them perfectly, so I just end up kind of getting a riposte constantly on him. Right, so that hammer. That hammer is significantly scarier looking than it actually is, to the point... Oh, this is where I get punished a lot, by the way, so enjoy. See what it is? Roll into it, and I can just immediately get a free hit in. Now, the most dangerous thing in this stage is how vicious he gets with that knife. That's the thing that's going to absolutely annihilate you. And then sometimes the hammer is used as a finisher. You see, it nearly took me out straight away there. So this stage, you'll see me kind of getting my eye in at the start of it, which again is handy because it shows you what not to do. So when he starts doing stuff with his sword or his knife, I generally don't even bother. Okay, so he'll throw those two up in the air, and then he'll jump up. This is a punisher, right there. Now, you'll probably notice I'm actually using a light attacks for most of this, because I'm being a lot more conservative. I want to get my hits in. I could probably, to be honest, maybe a little bit more vicious. That attack right there, and now watching it back, I could probably roll into that, as opposed to roll back, but I just was taking this much safer. This fight reminds me weirdly of Sister Fried in Dark Souls 3. Look at this. Oh, the shame. Don't worry, I get my eye in this time. Sister Fried in Dark Souls 3. Not because of the way that the fight runs, but because in the final stage of the fight, you are much safer if you know when to attack. And it's a wonderful example of pace yourself, punish his attacks that you know you're safe, and just slowly whittle him down. Now, I do use Flame Sling quite a lot in this fight. If you have an attack like that, it's grand, because it does give the fight over quite quickly, or it just adds a little bit of extra damage. Be careful with it. You may notice I didn't use it at all in the first stage. This is a combination of me needing my flasks to heal, and also it's worth it in the second stage, because you can sort of punish him when he's doing that kind of very slow, intimidating walking. But as you can see, what will deal you quite a lot of sudden damage is you'll often do something like that, use a spell, and then he'll throw a knife at you, interrupt the spell, and leap forward. So it's sort of playing it by eye. Generally speaking, you won't do them so close together, so often what I'll do is I'll switch to it quite, like, shortly after he's just done it, and then I'll punish him afterwards. This is honestly a really, really fun fight. It's just about making sure that you learn his moveset in the first half, and then the second half, to be honest, you can see, like, now I've got my eye in with this one. It's pretty much, I do get hit once quite badly, I think, but generally speaking, I'm fine. It's just about the transition can be quite shocking, and oh, that flame sling. Just for the record, I'm really happy they've mixed pyromancy and faith together, because in Dark Souls 3 it was so boring being a faith character, which I like being a faith character because I feel it kind of narratively suits the setting quite well. But being able to actually have a decent offensive spell at the earlier stage of the game, oof, love to see it. So as you can see, I'm not even bothering going for, like, in these ones, I don't even bother. I know there I can get a hit in. It's just about knowing when to attack. And if you've done Dark Souls 3, Sister Fried, sort of the same sort of thing. Like, her third stage used to absolutely brutalise me until I realised, oh, I can just attack in these 3 instances. And every other instance, I was just dodging, rolling, blocking. I was like, nope, 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 punish. Nope, 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 punish. Oh, yes. See that bit right there? So you noticed I just had my cerulean tears. For some reason, by habit, I immediately switched to Flame Sling, even though I had my shield out, and then forgot I had Flame Sling out, which was funny. It made me giggle. Look at him dodging the fireball. Rude. It's a good fight, this. This is a fun fight. Most of the time when I was hurling abuse at myself, it was mainly kind of a no, rather than getting actually mad. See that hammer? I think I, like, one time I have to block it, but I don't think I ever get hit by it once. Because, again, it's not very scary. It is scary looking, but it's not actually very hard to avoid. I think I kill him complete with flame slings now. Oh, no, I hit him once. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I did that. I think I was getting really excited. You can see right there, I was just like, oh, yeah, I'll get hit on. Even though I knew it was a combo that I wasn't meant to actually attack him yet. I was meant to wait to the end. Oh, yeah. The problem with this one as well, and there's another thing, he can get you into that wall. Technically, you can actually... I just throw a fireball at him now. Just kind of... I was thinking I was waiting for him. I was like, nah, you're going to die with dishonor. So, one thing that I've never had an issue with, but you can obviously roll off the edge. To be honest, it's such a wide bridge, you're not really going to have much of an issue. Anyway, it's not that hard, this fight, to be honest. It's more about, I said, kind of... It's a great example of knowing when to attack and when to just dodge and avoid. And once you get the rhythm, it's surprisingly straightforward. Don't panic, you will do it, and it's good fun. And then you actually get to enjoy this monologue and the rest of the game. Anyway, you guys enjoy. Take care.